close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So, first, we're talking about our school staff, which is called El Personal Escolar. So, here we go. So, first, we're talking about our headmaster or main lead of the school, that is principal. He or she is called in Spanish is director or directora, not director or directora, it is director or directora. Guys, please focus on the pronunciation. Director or directora. Second is male teacher, which is called maestro. Maestro. You heard something that it is name of a scooty, not scooty. It is the name of a male teacher in Spanish. This maestro. Next is the female teacher, which is called maestra. Maestra. Next is receptionist, which is called recepcionista. Recepcionista. Next is whom? We are the student, which is the main protagonist of our school. Student. He is called estudiante. Estudiante. So previously we talked about our staff, our members who running the school. Okay. Now what the school supplies to ourselves, that is talking about in this slide. School supplies, which is called los útiles escolares. Repeat with me. Los útiles escolares. So here is the first thing, which is called blackboard, in which teacher writes something and we note it down, which is called pizarra. Pizarra. Repeat with me. Pizarra. Second is the material which is used for writing. This is called chalk. Chalk is called in Spanish is tiza. Tiza. Another thing which is used for writing, that is marker, which is called marcador. Marcador. Next, we'll talk about the duster, which is used for removing the writing section from the blackboard. This is called in Spanish is plumero. Plumero. Next, our best friend, which is used for helping to become a successful person, that is called books. This called in Spanish is libro. Libro. So, a material which is used for writing for students, for infants, it is pencil, which is called lapis. Lapis. Next, a material which is used by adults is called pen. It's called in Spanish is bolígrafo. Bolígrafo. Next, my exam is coming, so it is called examen. Examen. Next, what the teacher use? Teacher use duster. What the student use? Student uses rubber to remove something. This is called goma. Goma. Next, material which is used for sharpen the pencil, which is called sharpener. The sharpener is called in Spanish is sacapuntas. Sacapuntas. Next, instrument which is used for measuring something is called ruler. So ruler is called in Spanish is regla. Regla. Next, the material. If we draw something, so if it look like interesting, so what we use? We use crayons. So crayons is used in Spanish is crayones. Crayones. Next we talk about school dress. It's called vestido escolar. First, the costume we wear in school is called uniforms or uniformes. Uniformes. Next, a thing which is used to being like a gentleman. It's called tie. Tie is called atar. Atar. Another symbol of being like a gentleman is your shoes, which is called zapatos. Zapatos. Next, the belt. Belt is called cinturón. Cinturón. Next, socks. What we call socks in Spanish is medias. Medias. Next, if the winter comes, what the student wears over the uniform, which is called sweater. So sweater is called in Spanish is suéter. Suéter. Next, if it can't be a sweater, so what he will wear is coat. So what is coat is called in Spanish? Abrigo. Abrigo. Now we will talking about our school facilities. The school provides some facilities to the students which the student uses fully to do the needs. It's called instalaciones escolares. First is classroom, where we study something, where we learn something about good things, where teachers something discover about a new thing and we will grab something. So classroom is that thing where we learn new things. So classroom is called aula. Aula. Next, if you are a science student, you will definitely go to the laboratory. So what the laboratory is called in Spanish? Laboratorio. Laboratorio. Next, a place where we learn something quietly without talking to anybody. It's called library. So what the library called in Spanish is biblioteca. Biblioteca. Next, a place where the student eats something is called canteen. So what we call canteen in Spanish is cantina. Cantina. Next, all the students, mostly students, were going to the playground instead going to classroom. I also very much fond of games. So what we call playground in Spanish is patio de juegos. I talk about this thing. J is sound like H. Patio de juegos. Next, a place where all the functions held. A place where all the new and discoveries about if a theater, if a competition persists. So where we do this thing, it is in the auditorium. So what is called auditorium in Spanish is sala, not sala, sala. Next, we're going to the computer lab. If you are a technical expert, you will definitely go to the computer lab. So what is called computer lab in Spanish is laboratorio de computación. Laboratorio de computación. Laboratorio de computación. It is called computer lab, but if we'll talk about the computer, it is called la computadora. La computadora. Next, if you are a good painter, you will definitely go to the art room to discover some things. That is sala de arte. It is called art room in Spanish. Sala de arte.